Hello, my name is Mr. Hutchison. Welcome to my house. Today, in math class, I'd like you to start off by checking all your homework. So pull out your homework for Monday and Tuesday and check with your neighbor. Just make sure everything's good and all hunky-dory and stuff. And then after you're done, just throw that all away.
Well, that didn't work as planned. Where was I?
And then just throw it all away. So that's what we'll do first. Okay, and then after that, I want you to continue watching this video, and so come back to the video and hit play again. Like, just keep going and hitting play. These are a little small for me. It's hard to see without them. And I want you to grab your daily CCR and do that with me and take a look at the back of that paper. And then after you watch this video, the timer person, whoever that may be, whoever wants to, well, no, the timer person, set the timer for, let's do, I think we set the timer for about 5 minutes. That sounds good. Yes, 5 minutes will be good. Let's do 5. Okay. 5 minutes will be good. So set the timer for 5 minutes, and then after the 5-minute timer, that person will say, okay, everybody, stop daily CCR and let's go do the word wall. So you go over and do the word wall, and after you do the rapid fire word wall, no ordered pairs, then I want you to all go back to your seats to do the intro video with your new student teacher. So that's the plan for today, and then she'll tell you what else to do. After she's done, then you can do extra math and ST math. Okay, I think that sounds like a plan. Let's do that. Okay. Good job today. Let's get into the daily CCR. Okay, here we go.
So let's take a look at this together. So number 1, you have 5 times B equals C. Go ahead and write that as a matching equation. 5 times B equals C. When you do that, you can see that A has to be 5. So now, remember, we can look at the answer choices, the values of B. When you look at those answer choices, the values of B, you can just plug in those for B and see which works. So we could write 5 times 3 equals 15 and then check. Is C 8 more than B? If it's not, like it's not, then cross out A and try the other ones. All right, number 2. We have Landry grew her hair 3 meters long. Interesting, Landry, that's pretty long. How many centimeters is that? Time to say, hey Siri, and check. 1 of the meters is how many centimeters? Or 1 centimeter is how many meters? I guess you'll have to look and find out. Find that number and write your units and then your input-output table. Then start thinking about your rule. We know it has to be times, yes. And then it's always going to be this number right up there, whatever it is. 1 times that number equals that number. And then put in what you know, which is 3 meters. And then you're going to multiply to find out how many centimeters. All right, now, write this number in standard and then expanded. So I'm just going to put an ST and an EX right here. Remember when we do this, that little and word means decimal. So 306 and 400. So let's think, take it to the right. Where's that 4 going to need to be? All right, question number 4. Speaking of 4s, draw an acute angle. Oh, what a cute little angle you are. That is also scalene. What makes it acute and what makes it scalene? You're going to need to write the description of that in those spots. So really think about that. An acute triangle all the angles are acute angles. Oops, I just gave you the answer. And for scaling, we all weigh different on a scale. All right, so number 5. Gary buys 22 bags of candy. Each bag has 92 candies in it. We know each means times. If we don't know the total, bracket the question, how many candies are there? So 22 bags times 92 candies will tell us how many candies there are. Time to do the disco. And don't forget your complete sentence answer. How many candies are there? There are. All right, and last one. Square A has 1/4 shaded. Square B is the same size, but 4 parts are shaded to represent the same fractional part as in square A. Draw square A and B. So here we go. Fourths. Shade. Label square A. Time to draw B. Boop, 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 boop. And boop, 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 boop. Square B. And then you have to figure out how you want to split this up so that it's the same amount shaded, but it's cut up even more. All right, this section, if you have time, you can work on, but let's go straight down to the bottom and do some of these together. So the very first part says estimate, which we know means round, so please do not do all that extra work that you don't need to have to do. All right, so rounding. You know a nice trick for multiples of 10s with multiplication. All right, disco time. Here we go. Do this with me. Here we go. Ready, set, go. 3 times 8, add the regroup. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 5, add the regroup. 3 times 5 is 15. Add the regroup is 17. Slide slash 0. 4 times 8, add the regroup. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 5, add the regroup. 4 times 5 is 20. Add the regroup. 21, 22, 23. Add them. Clap. 4 plus 1 is 4. We have 9. We have 4. And we have 2. Put your comma in because there are no decimals. All right. We're going to set the timer for 5 minutes right now. And it is time for you to work on that, and then we'll do word wall.